Hey everyone, thanks for all the positive feedback on the first vlog. I'm doing the second vlog today. I hope you enjoy. It's basically on anyone that's first time or doesn't really know too much about coming to Thailand, Bangkok especially. I really hope you enjoy this. So for the first thing, as far as getting off the plane, there's two airports in Bangkok, which is either Don Muang, which is DMK Airport, or Suvarnabhumi, which is BKK Airport. And there's many types of ways to get to the center of the city from either or airport. You have shuttle services, taxis. At BKK Airport, there's a Airport Link BTS line that's on the bottom floor that you can go to. And there's also buses that you can take. So getting to a certain place is very easy and it's not difficult. That's the first one that I wanted to really go over. The rush hour really happens around 3 to 7 p.m. in Bangkok for the majority. On the weekends, not so bad, but during the week, Monday through Friday, that's when you're gonna get most of your traffic. The second thing you want to do when you first come down here is a lot of people ask about currency exchanges. And for the currency exchange, they always ask, where can I get the best value for my home currency? And what I would do is, personally, what I normally recommend people is when they come here, I would only change about $100, or, you know, I'm not sure what pounds, maybe 70 pounds, or for Australian dollars, maybe 110 Australian dollars, just in the Thai baht currency, and go somewhere and just break the bills, or ask the person at the currency exchange if you can have smaller bills. That just ensures you that the taxi doesn't give you a scam, as far as he's saying he doesn't have change for the 1,000 baht that you give him. So what that does for you is it actually gets you to your hotel, and then you have two options from there. You can either go to an ATM and change your money from there, because ATMs usually have the best currency rates because they don't charge you a fee. They just give you a 220 baht fee from the ATM itself, which is about $6 in US currency, and they give you the currency exchange rate, where if you go to a currency exchange center, they have a fee that's already added to the amount, and it usually ends up being more. The other thing you can do if you insist on going somewhere to change, I would recommend Super Rich. Super Rich has probably the best currency exchange rate as far as a center that you can go to, and they're all over Bangkok Go. Most places in Thailand take cash only, unless you go to obviously a hotel or a nicer restaurant. If you eat at a mom and pop restaurant or street food, you're gonna have to use cash. That's just how Thailand is. It's a very cash friendly environment, and if you're from the States, you're so used to using your card, so it might be a little bit of a difference of holding a lot of cash with you at all times. That being said, the next thing you should do, a SIM card is very important. I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh, I don't need my SIM when I'm traveling in Thailand. I don't need cell phone reception service. Now, if your home country offers a cell phone reception package, or they allow you to go roaming and it's cheap. I know T-Mobile in the States does something like that, where international roaming is free. And I could be wrong. Things do change. If you do need a SIM, there are three big companies, which is DTAC, AIS, and True. And from my experiences, True has the best connection in Bangkok. When you travel outside of Bangkok, there are other providers. Out of the three, one of them is going to be a better reception overall. Just depends on how their towers are set up. So I would recommend mostly on data. A lot of people don't use the actual phone calls and the minutes in Thailand. A lot of people rely on data here, so you're probably going to be using your map app. I would recommend downloading two applications before you come here if you can on your phone. That would be Line, which is spelled L-I-N-E, and everyone uses that as like the text messenger type of thing here. And most people have Line, so if you meet anyone here and you want to talk to them, that's the easiest way to contact somebody. And you can actually, if you have their contact information, you can call them directly through data. And then the other thing would be Grab Taxi. Grab Taxi is just like Lyft and Uber. I would use that while you're in Bangkok if you need a taxi, because you cut out having to deal with asking taxis where you want to go and them charging you a fee instead of giving you the meter. And then it's a set price. If you have a Grab car, it tells you the price. If it's a Grab taxi, it tells you a range. They give you a meter right off the bat, and then you pay a surcharge. I believe it's 25 baht on top of the fare, which is a lot better than you having somebody in a taxi say 200 baht, 300, 400 baht to go to some place that, if they gave you a meter, would only cost you 60 to 70 baht. That being said, if you're okay with paying that price, because it really isn't that much money, and you're in a rush going somewhere, then by all means you can pay them that. But it's really up to you. It's, you know, if you want to go with that or not. Now for the Tuk Tuk Sams, this is something I fell for when I first came here in 2008. What they'll do is Tuk Tuks are usually higher prices than taxis as far as going to a place, and you know, they'll tell you 200-300 baht, and it sounds really ridiculous. But then I was walking around and somebody said 20 baht to go to a temple I wanted to go to, and I fell for it. I was an idiot, and I fell for it once and never again. He told me he'd take me to the temple for 20 baht. I got on the tuk tuk with one of my other buddies from Washington, and we went, and he basically took us for a joyride. Went to a gem store, a tailor, a temple, because so-called the temple we wanted to go was closed. Temples don't really close. And there's a shady guy that says you got to pay a certain amount, you go through this door, and you know, etc., etc. And what happens is these tuk tuks offer you a small fee because they take you to all these random places, because he gets a kickback. He gets a voucher for gas. If you buy anything, he gets paid a certain percentage. I don't know what it is because I'm not friends with any tuk tuk drivers, but I noticed when I talk to tuk tuk drivers now today, they'll explain their situations, how they do get little kickbacks and spiffs in that sense. So I would avoid tuk tuks unless you really need to. Personally, it's so hot in Thailand, you might as well get in a taxi. It's AC, right? Or BTS or MRT. The next thing is when you're looking for a hotel, everyone asks me what's the best hotel to stay at. I would personally stay only at a hotel that's near a BTS or MRT station. So the MRT is the subway again, and the BTS is the SkyTrain. The reason why is Thailand has such bad traffic, probably one of the worst places in the world, along with some places in India. Anywhere in the States, I don't care what you say, the traffic's not as bad. The States, it's a joke. LA, New York, Hawaii, all those traffics is I would love to have one of those rush hour gridlocks any day over Bangkok traffic. So if you're gonna stay near a BTS or MRT, the best thing is there's no traffic to deal with, so you getting from point A to point B is a lot quicker, and it's less stress, and you're on vacation, you don't want to waste a lot of time, so it's the best way to travel. And what I would recommend is, whether you stay near a BTS or MRT, I would get the card. Invest in a card, put in some money, and that will avoid you during rush hour not having to wait in two different lines. One line to get a ticket, and the second line to actually enter the train station. So you being able to have the card, you can just swipe and go right in, and you just load up whenever you run out of money or you notice that you're getting low in that sense. The next thing I want to go over is food. It is extremely difficult to find bad food in Thailand in general, and especially in Bangkok. Anywhere in Bangkok, whatever you crave, any type of dish, you can find here, and everything for the most part is phenomenal. Very similar to back home. If you're missing something, you can find it here. The same quality or even better. That being said, my go-to tip when looking for a restaurant that you want to eat at, I wouldn't ever Google anything, because when you Google top 10 restaurants or best Japanese food or best Mediterranean food or anything, you're gonna get a generic list of stuff. Like, for instance, I can put best burgers in Thailand, and the first place that will show up is something like Sizzlers, or McDonald's will be on there, which is hilarious. So what I normally recommend people to do is join an online group of the area that you're going to travel to, especially if you're coming to Thailand. Put in, you know, for instance, you have a Bangkok expats and a Bangkok foodies Facebook group. And what I always do is I Google wherever I'm traveling to, and if you're coming to Bangkok, you're going to, you know, top 10, let's say top 10 burgers. And you'll see this generic list. And you just pick one of them, and you make a post and you basically say, I had the best burger and this is the place. And then you'll see the foodies and the people that have been eating here and living here start trashing you. And it's hilarious because they'll say, you didn't eat the best burger. The best burger is so-and-so place. It's here. It's ABC Burgers. And what happens is you'll get to look through this within a day or two, and you'll go through this list and it'll basically tell you, and when you'll see 1 or 2 places repeatedly mentioned. And that's where you want to go. So you go on your Google Maps and you search that place, and that's where you go and you'll get a phenomenal meal. And it's never failed me once. And I do this every time I go anywhere, because why see the generic list when you have all the locals that can do everything for you? So, like, some of my personal places that I love to go and eat, and none of these places ask me to post for them. This is just places when I do travel to Bangkok, because I live up north. I always go to these places, and I've never had a bad experience, and everyone that I've recommended going there love the place too. So for instance, for burgers, it's hilarious because burgers here are so good, even compared to back home. I really love Daniel Tiger. I'm friends with the owners. They don't know I'm talking about this. They'll probably see it if they see the video, but I'm not sure if they will. They have amazing burgers. I would highly recommend going to them. And my favorite location there is the Commons. And the reason why is because there's many different restaurants in the area, and also there's like 2 cafes there. So you can actually go around and look around, and they have like this food court style food place. They have a restaurant downstairs that does amazing pulled pork. They have a Mexican restaurant down there too that's really good, and there's a seafood bar. So the Commons is something that I would recommend to go if you're not into burgers but you just want to get food and hang out somewhere. If not, then the other place is Pizza Pala Romana in Asok. The pizza is phenomenal, and I overeat pizza every time I go back there. So I would recommend there. Freebird on Soy 47. It's a modern Western Thai style. It's like a Western, and they use, you know, Thai style. It's not a fusion, but it's similar. The food there is phenomenal. I went there one time only. I plan to go back again when I go back there, and I'm very happy with what I ate. My buddy recommended it to me. I went there with my buddy and I ate there, and I was very impressed. And if you want steak, El Gaucho's Argentina Steakhouse. For me personally, I mean, there's a lot of good steakhouses in Bangkok. That one overall, to me, has the best consistency. And the last one, don't forget street food. Street food's awesome. It's so dirt cheap. You're looking at 30 to 50 baht, which is like $1 to $1.75 for amazing Thai meals. And for my go-to tip for that is, and this is with anywhere you travel, always go to a place that's busy, because the locals know what's good, so they're gonna go and eat there. And on top of that, if it's always busy, the ingredients are fresh and they haven't been sitting out long, so the chances of you getting sick are very low. The next one, I'm pretty sure you already know this. Thailand's extremely hot and extremely humid. Dress comfortably. That being said, bring some nice clothes if you want to go to a nicer restaurant or like a rooftop bar or nicer clubs, because you don't want to be that farang, which is foreigner, that's wearing a tank top with shorts and slippers to these nice places, because you will not fit in place. That being said, if you go to like Khao San Road, or you're just going to eat street food, dress any way you want. You know, tank top, shorts, slippers, by all means. It's very comfortable. It's extremely hot. You take about 3 showers a day, because even though you take a shower, you walk right outside, you're gonna be drenched in sweat. The good thing about Bangkok is most of the places are AC, so you won't be out long. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd highly appreciate if you like, comment, and subscribe. If you do comment and you have any questions about anything, please feel free to let me know, and I will reply to you as I see them. Thank you again. Appreciate everything. Aloha.